best assets we have.
Kelsey, thank you very much. Georgia Tech won the coin toss and deferred. Carolina gets it from their own 25, Tim. Crowd still filing in Atlanta. Howell flush from the pocket. He'll have the first down yardage and a lot more. And this is what Sam Howell does.
Back run, but basically he's just going to end up escaping outside the pocket here as they come with pressure off the edge. See, there's that pressure off the edge. Escapes outside the pocket.
Pressure. Howell floats it deep. Green, the intended receiver. Double coverage, nearly picked off. Go back to the second half a week ago, and Virginia really unable to get any kind of stops against the Tar Heels. Ben Kiernan kicks it to Kyrick McGowan. His first touch hit hard, driven down at the 19.
But I think as many opportunities as they can get him with the ball on the perimeter, Georgia Tech will take.
Handoff straight ahead to Gibbs. Jahmyr Gibbs his first touch, and he'll be stopped short by about 1.5 yards.
Jeff Sims, I think, is
David Shanahan on the field for the first time. Downs back deep to receive. Number 11 gets his tips on the ball. That punt's going to be blocked. It was blocked. Tech recovers, but North Carolina will get it in plus territory when we come back.
An interior rush. He kind of runs through the block and does an excellent job of kind of getting a foot out in front of that ball before it's punted. Wow. Big play by the Tar. You know, it's the same scheme that North Carolina faced a week ago.
Chandler in the backfield, quickly exited, and a pass caught for a first down to Green to gain of 14 yards.
When you're giving him extra attention with a player inside and over the top.
After the stop by Thomas, they'll run it with Howell. Another first down for Carolina. There he goes, Sam Howell for the touchdown. Are you serious?
The initial move
from 23 yards out, North Carolina on the scoreboard first, and how about that?
We mentioned it at the Open. Doing a lot of damage this season with his legs. Does it here against the Yellow Jackets for the opening score.
McCowan motions out. Pressure. Down goes Yates. Miles Murphy. That's a loss of 11. And what do we say about the single digits?
Here's what happens. Gimmel's come in here, and because of that, the guard is going to come down. You have two going for one, which is the bust. The center and the guard blocking one, and no one blocking the defensive tackle, which is why Miles Murphy comes free and gets home for the sack.
Fast start for the Tar Heels on the road, a place they have not won as a ranked team versus an unranked opponent in their last 3 tries. Downs, head to the 34. It's a punt of 53.
Really a shame. You're actually better off holding the guy. You get a good block, don't penalize your team.
Howell, quick slant is there. Big hit on Downs. He still held on to it. That's a first down. King laid the lumber, but he picked up 15. Hill football program was excited. You got a lot of Peach State natives on the roster. Inside give. Another first down for Carolina. Ty Chandler churning the leg. Stopped at the 48 by Ely. That's a gain of 8. Jay Jones on the field. Morales in motion. All night for Howell. Well, he wanted to unload one deep. Couldn't get there. And he was tripped up by Quez Jackson down to Kelsey. Yeah, no question about it. Howell sacked for a 1-yard loss on that last play. 2nd and 11. Downs back in, and he'll get another touch, and he's stopped behind the line. Charlie Thomas, Kelsey just talked about him. Tech faithful coming to life here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Off the back foot, Howell couldn't get rid of it. Down he goes behind the 35. Pick your poison, a trio of Jackets. Jordan Dominic got there first. Tim, that's a loss of 12.
Well, it's coming off of this side. Kennard wins, and then you win inside there. And basically Sam Howell kind of just ends up getting stuck with the football. A screen just because there was a bust up front.
Ben Kiernan. Cowan waves for the fair catch. He'll make it at the 19. Sims is now healthy after an elbow injury way back in week 1. Inside handoff. Gibbs with all kinds of real estate. Jahmyr Gibbs off and running. First big play of the night for Tech, ushered out at the 48. That's a gain of 28.
Bounce this one outside, and it's a good job of everyone, and an excellent job by Kyrick McGowan blocking on the perimeter. And you can see
only 28 on the ground, so it was kind of, we'll let you throw it, but we think we're going to be good enough to win, and indeed they were. Yates sidesteps a defender, picks up another first down in Carolina territory. Give him 8.
Not all decisions for the quarterback are in the passing game, many of them in the run game.
All night, Yates will buy some extra time, fling it incomplete, contact McGowan, and here comes 2 penalty markers down. That'll be pass interference and a first down for Georgia Tech.
He probably didn't need to interfere with them.
They'll roll Yates out. Could be a holding call. Let's see if there's a flag down. There is not. Pass is caught. Kalani Norris reels it in. That'll move the sticks once again for Georgia Tech. Quick movement at the line. Yates retreating, and he's just going to throw this one away. 2 penalty markers down, and let's see if Carolina jumped the line of scrimmage earlier. What was happening? I think that's a new look like all D linemen should try to figure out if they can get to. Gibbs nearly tripped up in the backfield, and down he goes. That's another tackle for loss. 4 in the process there.
Excited about it. Here he comes off the edge here, and with Vahasek, who's just inside him, getting some penetration. It's Kamon Rucker, who a week ago I thought had an outstanding game.
And the give to Gibbs into the boundary, sent out near the 15. Officially 33. Sneaks that one just through. No Tech on the scoreboard. Second play of our second quarter. Nick, one of my favorite parts of this past week getting ready for the game, we talked with Mac Brown, and I asked him in several different ways. Oh, and then Howell fumbled it. Howell fumbled the football. It's picked up by Georgia Tech. Quez Jackson has the Yellow Jackets in position. Jordan Dominic forced the fumble. It's a 23-yard return.
Ends up keeping the football in the zone read. And Dominic behind, just kind of tomahawk chop from behind him, to the football. And it's clearly out before his knee hits the ground. And Quez Jackson, good job at the scoop and trying to pick up some yardage. But clearly that football is out. That's great effort from behind.
You think about all the big plays that Jordan Dominic has had this year. I mean, he's stiff-arming his own players into defenders, running back, touchdowns, playing defense for the Yellow Jackets. Just underway in our second quarter. Yates will buy some time, fling it in zone, and broken up. Grimes, Tony Grimes, batted that one away at the last minute. She gave up all those big plays and points a week ago at home to Virginia. 32-yard effort on the way from Sigmaglia. And it is true.
And I wouldn't expect anything different coming off of a turnover.
Yeah, preseason ACC Player of the Year. Chandler gets it, lasso from behind. He's dropped for a 2-yard loss. Josh Robinson, another freshman, made the tackle. Wild weekend already in the ACC. Plenty of time for Howe, surveys and fires. Chandler, his running back, has it. Close to first down yardage. Let's see where they spot it. Tech showing a 3-man front. 6 in the box. Time for Howell. Pocket collapses. First down, North Carolina. Another big gainer. Well, these receivers can do so much damage. It was Antoine Green working against Jalen King, and he gained 36.
Pressure coming off the left side, and Sam Howell does a good job of reading it out. It was almost like somebody fell. It's like Wanye Thomas maybe fell. There was some confusion, which led to Wanye Thomas going down, and that's why Antoine Green was so wide open, and Sam sees it and makes them pay. And start making some of those plays.
Yeah, maybe a step faster than his older brother Jahmyr down the NFL. Howell retreats, trying to buy some time, and he cannot. Sandwiched between a couple of Tech defenders. Jared Ivey and Jaquan Griffin met right at Sam Howell deep in the backfield.
Brian Nesbitt and sneak him out up the field here off of the play action. And when it kind of doesn't happen, like a block and bluff to get down the field, when it doesn't define itself.
Crosser. It's there, and the tight end Kamari Morales has it. That'll put the Tar Heels in field goal range after a gain of 11, the tackle by Derek Allen. And it's no good. Atkins had the distance, pushed it left. The penalty cost Carolina 3 points. Tech looking for its first third down conversion. Yates retreats and short hops his receiver, Dylan Leonard. Now, the tight end was open for a minute. Conley was in coverage. What is that? Is that people watching and maintaining? Is that, what is it?
A lot of air conditioning escaping.
Shanahan was just blistered on the punt. And this will be an infraction. The question is it 5 or 15 yards? Don Chapman, the nickelback for Carolina, bullied his way in there. And let's see. Howell, Downs, you called it. They executed it. That'll move the chains.
Yeah, and by motioning the back to the side of Downs.
Josh Downs starting to become engaged in this offense once again. Hard hit in the backfield. Quez Jackson with a full head of steam on Ty Chandler.
Jackson right here is just going to hit it. He times up his blitz, and he runs through untouched. And you see they're trying to pull to kick out that next defender, but because of the timing and the way he just basically fired away, you know, Richards, as he's trying to, no, I don't think it's impossible for him to take his head out of that play.
Hal wants to go deep, brings it back down, and he'll be brought down back at the 26-yard line. And Georgia Tech's defensive line starting to surge. Jared Ivey and Quez Jackson.
And right there, they didn't have the layer they were looking for.
Chandler only needed a yard. I'm not sure he got there. And from the initial marking, it's going to be 4th down. Play clock winding down. They'll snap it. Chandler has it, and up for the first down. A big play as Mac Brown rolls the dice.
Well, and he rolls the dice, and they got somewhat lucky there that they created a seam. I am surprised that there haven't been more opportunities to touch the football. We've seen Sam overshoot his receivers a number of times.
He'll take off, driven down. Brooks is healthy. The ball popped out. The ball came out, and there goes Tech. The turf monster prevents a touchdown. Demetrius Knight was thinking about it, and he fell down inside the 20, and we have a lot to unpack on that sequence.
They come out. See Sam Howell as he's going down.
Knee is not down. The ball comes out. That is a
fumble. The ball looks like it is out because he is on top of the defender. Body Knight. It's Brooks again, back into the game after being shaken up.
2nd and 4. Sims is going to take off. A wide open lane to the end zone. And Georgia Tech scores from 11 yards out. A spark from Sims, cheered on by Yates on the sideline. Yellow Jackets have their first lead.
Gives them great field possession, and then it's just a quarterback draw. Defense just splits wide open, and Jeff Sims with an easy path into the end zone.
With 3 timeouts, 3rd down and 1. Time winding down in our first half, and Chandler powers his way ahead. Needed a yard, he'll gain 2, and that's it. But the drive continues.
And I would expect Carolina to continue to try to attack that area of the field.
Still with 3 timeouts remaining, under a minute to play. He'll swing it out. Jones, no. He's going to lose a bunch. Charlie Thomas led the charge. It's a loss of 5. Backside pressure, Howe. Not tonight. Brought down way back at the 25-yard line. Kyle Kennard. It's a loss of 9 and another sack for the boys in blue.
Coming open to Sam Howell's right. You see him looking that way. And I don't know if the pressure, because it was so soft into Sam's lap, a missed opportunity in the red zone, saw a fumble later, and yeah, I think you're right. There'll be plenty to talk about at halftime.
In the first half of this game has felt like what we saw in Blacksburg way back in week 1 for North Carolina. It's had that vibe to it where the offense just couldn't find its rhythm, plus the turnovers. Smith picks up 5 yards, first touch of the second half. He'll get the second carry as well, and that's a first down for Georgia Tech.
Yeah, and perimeter runs have been a struggle for the Carolina defense, and they do a good job of getting a perimeter run here. You feel like he's your most talented quarterback, and that's what you got to do.
A little trickeration. And after all of that, Georgia Tech going to lose a bunch. Kamen Rucker tackles Sims in the backfield.
Hard to deny that. You just need to see the production match it on the field.
The Carolina defense trying to stand tall. Opening possession of our second half. Across the middle and broken up. And here comes a late penalty flag. There was contact near the 40-yard line. Don Chapman initiated that contact.
I think that's a relatively safe play for a violent sport. The thing I'm struggling with is there's no consistency on when it is and when it isn't targeted.
Third down and long. Sims escapes, buys some time down the field, out of bounds.
I think the challenge ends up being is that now we're entering into an area where I don't think we're sure what's going to get confirmed or not.
It's a big break for Carolina. Here comes Josh Downs. Decent field position for Sam Howell. Chandler, similar play, similar result, and I don't think so. Quez Jackson has been all over the field tonight. Met him right at the line of scrimmage, if not behind it. Howell. No! Georgia Tech ready and waiting, and a turnover on downs. A late penalty marker flies at the 34. We'll check the penalty.
Basically, here's what happens. Morales is coming here, he's going to get a block, but he ends up getting undercut. As Sam Howell keeps this football, he gets beat. He just gets beat in space by Tobias Oliver, and Sam Howell, just ends up, having nowhere to go with the football. And now you give Georgia Tech remarkable field position. And look, I think this is generally the right call. Sam Howell's feet are off the ground.
I was trying to tee you up on that too, by the way, so you could tell everybody they were going to take a shot. Here's Sims on the ground. There he goes. Sims, first down and goal, Georgia Tech. A gain of 38 yards, and here come the Yellow Jackets.
Defense gets it going as Jeff Sims kind of gets stuck with the ball in the backfield and then does a great job in the open field of running. Want to go quickly as Carolina's trying to substitute.
They weren't even off the field. Sims. Sims had the football. That should be a touchdown.
At the end to punch it in is the Yellow Jackets.
After falling behind 7-0 early. 5 minutes into the second half. Chandler, another nice cut. Spins his way across the 30. Play action. Howe pats it twice. Morales grabs it short of the line to gain. And again, Georgia Tech, Ely that time, prevented the first down yardage. North Carolina had scored 40-something points. 7 on the board this evening. McGowan from his own 15. Stop at the 18-yard line after a punt of 50.
He's run the ball 4 times for 48 yards and 2 touchdowns. That's his first completion. I think if you're Carolina.
Oh, the slant was open. Oh, it still was caught. He still caught it. What a play by Malachi Carter.
Conley can kind of do whatever he wants. Excuse me. It looks like it's
halfway through our third quarter. Georgia Tech trying to get greedy on offense. Sims with confidence. Another first down strike.
The pocket and basically ball out in front.
Virginia Tech was tested against Richmond earlier today. The Hokies found a way as Gibbs will find his way to another first down. But I mean, the league right now is upside down compared to what we thought it would be.
Jeff Hafley has the BC Eagles rolling.
Tim Hasselbeck, Roy Philpott, Kelsey Riggs back at Atlanta, wide open, another first down. Kyrick McGowan powers his way down to the 10. This team's starting to get physical.
What they do here, they basically run a little scissors combination. They're going to run a post and a corner. Look how quickly this ball comes out by Jeff Sims. Ball's out now before McGowan is into his break. That's really well thrown, good timing, and kind of a confidence with the ball in his hands as a runner.
After a gain of 6, second down and goal. There goes Gibbs. Touchdown Tech.
For the touchdown, it's Jahmyr Gibbs just doing a good job of playing with some power.
26 yards in the second half thus far for Carolina. Garrett Walston carry a couple of defenders for another first down.
Get the ball down into the opposing team's scoring territory.
Howell surveys and fires his strike. Simmons plus territory. And makes another nice move, was tossed down out of bounds, no penalty.
Sam Howell basically in the middle of the field, and this is a deep curl. Look at that thing get fired to the sideline. That's a really big time throw.
I didn't play quarterback in the league like you. He'll fake the screen. Wide open. Oh, and he fell down. That was Morales. It'll be first and goal for North Carolina. He could have had a walk-in touchdown.
They're trying to basically fake the screen, the bubble screen, to Josh Downs. It gets jumped.
End zone. Morales has it, and that's a touchdown for Carolina. Talk about the hands working against Tariq Carpenter, his fourth reception of the night, and that one counts for 6.
But getting his body inside, little arc release, see him club the defender by, and then get his body inside, and then what a beautiful throw by Sam Howell. Face mask or higher is where you want throws in the back of the end zone, throwing to your guys.
7-man box, Sims has it. Clean pocket across the middle, that'll move the sticks. A nice pitch and catch. Gibbs has it. Crossing the 40, he'll drag a couple of Carolina defenders with him. A 12-yard gain. If you're Carolina, that's what you're hoping for. If you're Georgia Tech, you like what you've seen so far. Check that, you love what you've seen. There goes number 10 again. Another first down. Carolina territory all the way to the 41. It's a gain of 15. Possession lead. Third down coming up for the Jackets right now. Swing pass to Gibbs. Can he get to the edge? Yes. Line to gain. Mason, the running back. All 220 pounds of him. Sims to the air. Wide open. First down, Georgia Tech. It was McGowan. Sims to the air. Wants it all. Front pylon. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. Malachi Carter. From 27 yards out, he tiptoed down the sideline, just inside the pylon for the score.
Carter going up and being competitive through the football. We kind of talked earlier about, the moment of truth when the ball is there for these North Carolina DBs. McMichael is there.
Ruling on the field is a touchdown. Previous play is under further review.
Here's what happens. I think his knee comes down out of bounds, but prior to that,
a 21-point lead. A little Philly special in the ATL, and it counts. Give him 2. Leonard caught it, and P.J. Harris threw it. 35-14.
For the score, and then you're right, a little bit of Philly special to get this crowd going.
Still and growing from it, and they're certainly proving quite a few things tonight.
Howell will swing it out to Jones, makes one man miss. First down for North Carolina, ushered out, crossing the 35. Try to get it to Downs, who was bracketed down the field. Howell feels the pressure. Down he goes back at the 30.
And Green was wide open 2 plays in a row.
Kyle Kennard with the sack on that last play. Howell slings it deep, has a man. Pass is caught. Carolina with life. Emory Simmons, it'll be first down and goal.
Simple go route by Emory Simmons, and he just barely wins, but this is a perfect throw by Sam Howell. And look, that's what great quarterbacks do. 2 missed opportunities, and then just deliver an absolute strike.
You got 2 downs to get the touchdown here, right?
I believe so.
Howell open is Downs for the touchdown. Josh Downs. Carolina right back in it. And a patient play results in the score for Sam Howell.
Then a really good job. You see, Downs does an excellent job of losing his defender, Derek Allen.
Carolina showing like it's going to go for 2. And wide open, it's going to pay off. Big man touchdown. Now the Tar Heels connect on a crafty play to make it a 13-point game.
To stay with them, and And the two-point conversion is basically almost like an unbalanced look. Get a lineman in there, making it look like you're going to try to pound the football. That's a really tough break for Georgia Tech, and it seems like the second call tonight that's really not gone in their favor.
And how about Dante Smith barrels his way ahead to midfield, and it's a moot point, a first down for Georgia Tech and a gain of 7. Flanking Sims. Sims keeps it this time with a cut and a first down. Jeff Sims has been electric off the Georgia Tech bench tonight. Doing anything to get the football back at this juncture. 2nd and 5. Mason. There he goes. Jordan Mason. It'll be 1st and 10. Make it 1st and goal for Tech. He was stopped all the way down at the 5-yard line. A gain of 29.
You're running upfield. So basically you're going to come upfield, which is going to allow Mason to just split it. It's Don Chapman. You're unblocked.
And Mason stopped. Still would be a 2-possession game. Tech exclusively on the ground on this drive. Little flip pass. Smith. No. Dante Smith driven out of bounds short of the 5-yard line. 4th down and goal. You got to kick the field goal, right? And Samaglia boots it through. 38-22. A round of applause from Jeff Collins. With apologies to Dave Clawson right now, the undefeated Demon Deacons is wide open. And for all these teams that have been chomping at the bit to win a title the last 6 or 7 seasons, they now have a realistic opportunity
to get some guys some fresh legs.
Downs open on the crosser for a moment. Howell race for the first down into Georgia Tech territory. Slides in safely at the 45. Gain of 7.
For the next throw to be into the end zone.
At that point, still perhaps a chance to avoid the onside kick. Howell, backside pressure, lost the football. Who has it? Jared Ivey crashed the pocket. Tech thinks they recovered it, and they did.
Freshman on the right side, he's just going to win from the outside. It's a speed rush on Josh Azudu, guy who moves around from guard to tackle, and he just is able to get the edge on him. And I will say, you know, when you talk to Jeff Collins prior to the season, he felt like, look, our offense and defensive line, you know, typically you get a special teams play that leads to a score. That's hard to overcome. They've done it, and they've done it with playing great defense.
Sims. There he goes. Jeff Sims to the end zone. Another Georgia Tech touchdown.
And then how about this to finish it? The 50-yard closer. Yeah, it feels wide open right now.
Justin Fuente and Virginia Tech beat this Carolina team in week 1. Guess what? Charlie Thomas sacks Sam Howell. And a microcosm of this football game.
Impressive.
Coastal Division chaos is back. And here comes Georgia Tech and head coach Jeff Collins. What a win. 45-22 the final. Some Gatorade to boot.